What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the First Impression series, the series where I review an album just after one listen. And today we are looking at Polyhedron, which is the cover EP from visual K band Jiluka, and this was released on June 28th. Now, this review was actually requested by Christopher John Fuhrer, and all requests are welcome. I do prefer that now that the requests are 2020 releases. However, that will not stop me from reviewing something. If you want to review something outside of 2020, I'll definitely will check it out. It's just more of a personal preference. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the cover art, and thank you again for Christopher for your request. The cover art features black and white with vertical silhouettes of the band members. This has a very low budget look in the background of purple or sometimes blue, depending on what version of the cover you're looking at. It just kind of looks awkward and I don't know, just doesn't look very good. Also, this cover, in my opinion, is way too similar to Aldius's Radiant A. So this kind of just feels like a poor man's version of that. I'm going to give this cover a 2 out of 10. I was not a fan of the album cover very much. However, getting to the music, we start out with USA. The glitch vocals are interesting. The auto-tune, I'm not the biggest fan of on this track. The riffs are really strong in the song though, and I do really like the breakdown. Some electronic elements here appear to borrow from crunkcore at points, but it works surprisingly. And yes, it's a lot better than it sounds because, you know, crunkcore definitely has that reputation of being a genre that is just probably one of the worst genres ever created. So, yeah, definitely better than it sounds, people. Second song is Ghost Rule. The build-up works well. There are some pretty decent synths with a nice disc scratch to give it more of a new metal-y feel. The guitar solo is solid. This is a clean vocal-driven song. The breakout into a brief piano vocal solo moment before the final riffs does work. Third song is Fukimori. The acoustic guitar to start before like a punch in the gut from the double kick works. The piano vocal solo moment with some rather nice ambience in the background takes up most of the verse. Feels odd that the song pauses for one moment before the guitar comes in. I feel it would have been better if the guitar was slowly like incorporated in. The chorus works and definitely does sound very ballady. The drum roll in the bridge is good and leads up to a pretty good guitar solo. The final song is Genkai Lovers, which I know is a cover of Shoya. There is some solid metalcore riffage in the song. The drum switch up during the verse works. The symphonic synths in the second half of the chorus work, and the guitar solo is fantastic. However, I will say I did find the chorus to be a little bit on the it's okay side. And that is it. I'm going to go ahead and give my overall thoughts on this album by saying this is kind of an odd blend of soft and heavy. The electronica is a cool element, and this is a band that was clearly inspired by Bloodstained Child, at least from what I've heard on this release. This is a decent covers album, and there are some good ideas here that just don't have the best execution in my opinion. And there's also the issue where I feel like at the end of the day, Jiluka does not do well to stick out from other visual K bands. However, there are some good stuff here that definitely does outweigh the bad for me, even if the album is also plagued by rather thin and shoddy production throughout, and which can be heard through the mix. There is definitely some enjoyment to be had in this album. So if you're looking for just a random visual K thing to listen to, I mean, this is solid enough. But yeah, well, I'm definitely can see the potential in this group. I will say that there is definitely a lot of things that I do think they kind of do need to iron out going off of this release as sort of my first impression of this band. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be giving Polyhedron by Jiluka an overall score of 6.5 out of 10, giving it a tier of good. And my two favorite songs on this album were USA and Genkai Lovers. Let me know what your thoughts were on Polyhedron by Jiluka. Let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch this review, and I hope you all have a great day.